let's see if Rumble's working now. It should be working, Rumble. There it goes. I had to redo the static key. Wow. See, the static key is once you put it in, you never have to worry about putting that information in all the time when you stream. Now I gotta go delete the other video from YouTube. Alright, let's put this here. YouTube Studio. Okay. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? I put his show in the wrong place. Did I do that? Well, we must fix that. What the heck did I do? Edit. Yeah, I put it in the wrong one. We need to fix that. Luckily, I checked that. Apply. Now we're good. All right, now I can drink my coffee and relax for a minute. Nasty weather. And by the way, good Wednesday morning. It's only 8:30 a.m. Wow. Wow. Look at that weather down south. First of all, let's get this there. Look at that Gulf moisture coming right up. Almost choked on my coffee. That is a lot of moisture coming up. What's going on here? Okay, nothing important. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be stormy down south. With this moisture coming up and that colder air coming down, this probably storm's going to line up in here. Let's look at the radar. It's early in the morning. Oh, yeah. And there they are. Well, not yet, but there is some storms there. This is what I was talking about yesterday. That cold air ahead of the warm, moist air coming from the Gulf. And it's early. And all this is going to push east. Oh yeah, look at that. So if you live down that way, eastern Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, etc., you got some nasty weather today. And all this shifts east and north, where it's going to turn to ice and snow. Not here, though. It's going to miss us. It's too much to the south. It's going to trend out this way. You can almost see it, which way it's going, the way it's lined up. See? It's going out, which is good, which we're not going to get it. We might get a little, the city might get a little snow. But this is a storm more for the mid-Atlantic and the southeast, and definitely down here. So there's the weather for today. Nasty. And then the weather's going to turn bizarre over here for the next few days. I was looking at this earlier when I was taking the computer apart and cleaning the fans, which it's still whining a little bit, but not as much as it was. So let's go to Saturday. There's a big high pressure. I was talking about this yesterday. But there's cold air in place up here. Teens and 20s. This is probably early in the morning, yeah. But then the high pressure moves off and it goes above freezing. And then on Sunday, it really starts to ramp up the high pressure, bringing up that warm air up the coast, because there's a storm here. And that storm is shifting to the east. Now it's here. But the high is bringing that warm air up the coastline. So when this storm comes, it's going to be in the 50s. Look at these temperatures. And look where the storm is to the west. I've been talking about this. I always talk about this. This was the pattern for the last 10 years. This winter's been seasonably cold, but this has been the pattern. The storms would go to our west and north and out. When I mean to the west of our location, meaning we're on the warm side, and then it would move to the east, but north of us. And that's exactly, look at the temperature in New York, 57. Up here it'll be 46. But that's way above freezing, so no snowstorm. It saved us. So we're not going to get it. They're going to get pounded, maybe in New England, depending where this low goes. If it goes out to here, they get that cold air coming behind it. Let's see. Nope. The system's way up here. Meaning they're not going to get it either. Look at the warmer temperatures, even up here. 48, 48. Look at that. The cold air is behind the system, not ahead of it. It's going to be 50 in Boston on Sunday. 50. Look at these temperatures. So there's our saving grace, because this would have been a nasty storm for all of us. But the storm system's way up here. So, nope. It'll be in the 50s, but then it's going to drop, because once that storm system pulls away, we're going to get this dropping temperatures because it's behind it. It's going to bring all this cold air down behind the system right there. All that cold air gets drawn in from the low, moving away. As you'll see on Monday, bang, cold air coming down. All because of that system. Because it's here now. See it? Right there. There's your low. But that low brings all that cold air down. Look at it. Look at the all that cold air coming down. So it's going to get really cold for us. We're just on the windy side here of that system. But they're even going to feel it down here. The influence. Now, let's see. I think yesterday I seen a storm predicted for next weekend. Oh, that low is way out. They may have changed it. They did. There is no storm predicted now. They changed it. There's that high. That's a good sign. Let's see where it goes. It's retreating. Not close enough to influence us. It's too far out. But this is way out. The really bad weather is going to be here over the next week. As that Gulf air comes up like there. Like right there. Cold air coming down from the north. Warm air ahead of it. You're going to have storms all up in here Saturday. Nasty weather. Right here. Saturday. Today and Saturday. And tomorrow. Another system. Because of that. So it's going to be a nasty weekend there. Then it shifts east. Look at it. Right here. Warm air coming out of the Gulf, cold air coming from the north. This clash, you're going to have storms up and down, especially along the Carolinas. There's a lot of energy here. So nasty weekend. Look at that. Nasty. The Gulf gets a break. Texas, Louisiana. Not bad. There's a low pressure off there. It moves offshore. That was the storm they thought that might come up the coast, but they changed their model. This is the Euro. Then it gets quiet. And this is too far out. Can't be trusted. So there you go. So if you live down south, Texas and points east, today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm talking Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, possibly Arkansas, Georgia, the Carolinas, as all this shifts east. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, I thought you were going to say System of a Down. You know who System of a Down is? The band? I did make my Death Star. And look, I got the beam hitting my Christmas ornament made into planet Earth. Over there. You don't know what I went through. You don't know what I went through with this. I had to repaint it this morning. It was ugly. I painted with an aluminum glitter metal paint. No bueno. No bueno. I can't listen to music. I'm on where you are, YouTube. It's 8:40 in the morning here. I already been up since 7. I took the computer panel off. I sprayed it. It's not making that nasty sound with the fans. Because what happens is when dust collects on the fans, it could get really bad. But it creates a uneven weight on the blades, and that creates it to start to whine. It's quiet now. There's still a little whine, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 fans in there. Spray paint. Oh, I don't do a whole model with a brush. You crazy? Always spray paint. Or airbrush. Because I have an airbrush too with the compressor. Depends. But it looks good. Alexa, shut off living room light.
Okay.
Let's shut this light off. The only thing is I had to do it. See? At least the Death Star is done. It doesn't look bad. It looks actually pretty good. You know how many holes I drilled in that thing? About 300? Not kidding. I did it last night when I was streaming. There's about 300 holes I had to drill. It was 8 pieces. Think of it as quarters, 4 quarters for each section. So I had to drill each panel, 8 of them, individually, randomly, to create that pattern. And then I put the weapon. I put that green thing hitting the earth. Yes. Remember, this model's not built for lights. I made it built for lights. But it looks cool. Like I always say, this looks way better in person. Way better. It's what the time did you say it is there? 6? What? How could it be? Where the hell are you? 6. Wait a minute. You're mountain. You're mountain time. So you're out west. Could be anywhere. Utah, Arizona. It could be anywhere out there. I was there. I know. It felt weird when I was in Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. It felt weird. Because when I would call Mom, I know where you are. Well, I don't know where you are. I don't want to know where you are. But I know the general area because I was there. And the weird thing is calling Mom. It might be 8 o'clock out there, and it's like 10 o'clock back home. And it's like, shit, I forgot. It's the time zone. It was weird because of communicating with people here on the East. I wasn't used to it. Like, I would get up like I do now, 8 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't bad. It's already 10 a.m. back here. Or if I call it 9 in the morning, I'm up. It's 11 here. It's just felt weird. Yeah, I was at Roswell. Twice. But for a conference. The UFO thing. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Roswell is weird. It's nice if you stay in a certain area. Seriously. Like Main Street. Say I'm heading not from the airport to Roswell, but from the other direction to Roswell. I wouldn't know which way that's coming from. South, north, I don't know. I would have to look at a map. But when you go down Main Street, there's a military academy. There's hotels everywhere, restaurants everywhere. And this is all on Main Street. Ugh. What?
There's no more fish sticks.
What?
The fish.
There's plenty of it in the white refrigerator freezer. No, I didn't go to Sedona. We were too busy. I went to other places. But anyway, so the museum, the Roswell Museum, we had a private tour by Don Schmidt, who's a great guy. I tell you, he's Mr. Cool. I call him the best dressed man in ufology. He's always got suit, like a blazer and a tie. The man takes care of himself. And he's really a really nice person. To me, at least. And he gave us the tour of, the archives, the whole place. It was nice. And it's always busy there. That's the one thing. It's busy. At least when we were there for the conference, because there was people in town for it, that place was packed. The museum was packed. And there were speakers there. Oh my gosh.
Put that in the light.
Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
Wait.
I thought you were going back to sleep.
No, I'm not going to sleep. Chris, I'm looking at
What do you want?
I'm looking at the priest on the mess. Huh?
What do you want? I'm on camera. You don't want to come too close.
Oh, yeah,
You just woke up. Unless you want to show yourself. Don't move that.
Wow, don't move what?
There you are. You're on camera now.
Hello, everybody.
She just literally woke up a little while ago, so you know how the women are. They gotta get all.
Oh, they gotta comb your hair, you know. Give me a kiss. Love you. That's what I came here for.
Love you. See you later. Be careful. Alexa, brighten living room light 50%. Be careful where you walk. There's
I
wood.
want everybody to know that this is my baby. That's my
Alexa,
son.
brighten living room light 50%.
I'm gonna kill myself here.
Alexa, brighten living room light 50%.
Oh, she's not listening to you. Uy, you see?
Okay.
Fail. Cierra la puerta.
No, la voy a dejar abierta.
Alexa, dim living room light 50%.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway. Who's messaging me this early in the morning? I mean, I'm not usually up this early. It's baseball stuff. Today's spring training. Well, yesterday it officially started, but now all the baseball stuff comes. Because, yes, I am a big baseball fan. And hockey. But my team is like, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. The Rangers don't look good. And if I were them, play out the season. You've got $10 million on the, not 10 million, is it? Yeah, 10 million extra on the salary cap next year. Do what you got to do. Fire the coach, whatever you got to do in the off season, and get ready for next year. That's the way I look at it. But hockey, baseball, hockey, then football. Not basketball. I'm not into basketball too much. But it's really the hockey and the baseball, then the football. For me. But yeah, the Death Star got finished. And I had to repaint it. Because I didn't like the aluminum color. It looked like a Borg cube, but round. Now with the light gray, it looks better. Yeah, see, I've been going to baseball games since I was a little kid. I went to World Series games in the 70s for the Yankees and playoff games. It was very small, like 6, but I do remember. Do you know what I remember from the game? I was sitting down the line behind left field, not too far from the from the foul pole or the fair pole. You have to wonder, is it called a foul pole? Like, I'm calling it the fair pole. And I remember the rowdiness of the fans drinking and partying and spilling alcohol and all that. I remember the game, kind of, but I remember the craziness that was going on in the stands. I don't know, Grandizer. I would have to check that. But I got my Yankee memorabilia there. I got a lot of it. Not a lot, but expensive stuff is there on that wall. So I went through that phase, and I still do. Depending on what comes out, I have a contact. And he calls me. Hell no, I didn't tell them to stop acting that way. I was 6 years old. I told my father. He said something. I didn't tell the people. I said, Dad, why are they doing that? Like, I said something, I can't remember. But it did bother me. It made me feel uncomfortable. I was a little kid. I'm like, what's going on? It's all rowdy. It's like they're going to fight. It's like, it was... People get stupid. You know, it's like they drink and they get crazy. It's like, you're here to enjoy a game, not to get rowdy and act crazy. That's the one thing. I've been to over 100 concerts. Over 100 easy. Oh my God. Over the last 3 years, I've been to like 20. So definitely probably near 200. I mean, Iron Maiden and Rush is 40 combined. Just those two. Metallica 6. Megadeth 6. Judas Priest 5, 6. Slayer 5, 6. I mean, it just adds up. That's just to name a few. But I never, only one time, twice. 3 times. Oh my God. 4 times. Did I encounter a rowdy, crazy crowd that I was like, oh shit, what's going to happen now? One was a Rush concert. At the end of the concert, outside as we're getting to our vehicle, there was like a 13-year-old kid sitting on a bench and playing drums with his hands on broken glass. I was like, what is... Dude, we went to him. What are you doing? Stop that. I don't know what the hell was going on, but that was not good. Another time, Monsters of Rock 88 at Giant Stadium. 2 things happened at that one. We went to the restroom, and there was a dude upside... I don't know how this happened. He was upside down with his head in the toilet, with his feet hanging. Somebody must have put him like this. And he was just there. So we call security. You got to come in the bathroom. Somebody needs help. On that same concert, during Dokken or Scorpions, I can't remember which one, we were in the bottom tier. They were throwing garbage from the top. And it was hitting below, near us. We had to call security. You got to stop what they're doing up there. Somebody's going to get hurt. Then at an Iron Maiden concert in 85 in Jersey, there was a riot outside. They burnt vehicles. They went nuts. So 3 days later, we seen Iron Maiden again at Madison Square Garden, and there was security, police in riot gear, the whole deal. A Slayer concert, there's more. There's actually more. At a Slayer concert, we were sitting, like, say the stage is in front of me. We were up on the side, a little up. Some dudes were taking a railing, and we're like, what the are they doing? They kept shaking the railing, loosening it. They threw it into the crowd. Sick. Security. That's dangerous. At that same concert that we went to Madison Square Garden for Maiden, someone threw an M80 and it blew up near Bruce Dickinson's face. He walked off the stage. They were playing either Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner or Power Slave. I think it was Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. And the band kept playing. And we were all like, oh shit, is Bruce okay? Is he coming back? What's going on? He came back about 5 minutes later. Pointed out the dude. They roughed his ass up. They threw him over the railing and security dragged him out. So I've seen some crazy stuff at concerts. But it's not that much considering how many I've seen. Even though the ones I've seen were bad. But the number is 5, 6 compared to the 200 I've seen. But going back to baseball games, people drink, especially if it's like a Yankees-Red Sox game. The fans start arguing and getting stupid and the drinking and all that. It's like, come on. There are kids here. Look how you're acting. Horrible. No, it wasn't on fire. Nothing was on fire at the trash. But it was like they would fill up. It was like crazy. They were filling up gallons of water and throwing it down. Like, what is wrong with people? One almost hit me. Real close. And then you just see the garbage flying over the top. They didn't give a shit. We had to get security. It was dangerous. And I remember it was either the Scorpions or Dokken was on stage when that shit was happening. Now, maybe they were trying to say they sucked and they're throwing trash to show the band that they suck. I don't know. But at the same time, they're endangering the people below by hitting them with this stuff. So I don't know what the reasoning was. That was a crazy concert. There was a person climbing on the light rigging on the top of Giant Stadium. We were like, oh my God, there's somebody up there. And then there was other things that was wild. Like during the intermission between sets, the girls were acting up. Like, it was a big thing. I don't want to, like, they were doing this, and then everybody go, rah, and then another one would do it. And it's like they were trying to outdo each other. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. That was a crazy concert. Monsters of Rock 88. It was Van Halen, headlined. Kingdom Come, which was a Zeppelin clone band. They had one song. Get It On. What was it? Bring It On. Get It On. Get It On. Whatever. They opened. Metallica and Justice for All had just come out. Then the Scorpions, then Dokken, and then Van Halen. So that was a crazy concert. I seen Pink Floyd at Giant Stadium. I seen Boston in Giant Stadium. I seen quite a bit of bands. Thank God I got to see Pink Floyd. In a way. Now, I've seen Brit Floyd, which is not bad. They're a good clone cover band. They are. What's up, Nick? My arm. See? Brit Floyd, VIP. Another thing I love to do is this. Oh, my shoulder's hurting a lot today. I love going to the air shows. I love going to the air shows. And I get VIP for that too. Because you get front row, right on the runway. Boom. Beautiful. And I've been to a few, but the bad thing about the air shows is it's almost the same performances. If it changes drastically, I should actually look for this year coming up. They probably haven't announced it yet. I've seen the 22. I've seen the 35. I've seen the Thunderbirds and the Angels, and they were great. The Arrows from the UK, they were amazing. They were impressive. But I've seen a lot of them, and it gets redundant. You see the same thing. I'm not going to go see the same thing. I want to see something different. But I love, and I go by myself. I do a lot of things by myself. New York Air Show schedule. There it is. It's August 23rd and 24th. But there's no info yet. Let me see. Here it is. Here's the lineup. This is where I go. I'm looking at the lineup for this year. I always check it because I'll buy my tickets early if I'm going to go. Because the VIP is limited. And I like to get my VIP. If I go. The VIP is a little pricey, but it's worth it. But already I could see it. See? The Raptor. I have a Raptor shirt. And there's nothing else. Only the Raptor's been confirmed. And that's the main, one of the main performers. I've seen it. I have videos. Oh, look at that. He's always there. I love the Warthog. I love that. When I went to the museum, I think I have that. See, it used to be at another airport. This one I'm not crazy about. I like the other one when they were using it. I do. I'm not too crazy about Orange County Airport. The Stewart Airport was better. So again, let's see what they want for tickets. Where is it? Right here. Oh God, it's not even up yet. Yeah, it gets packed. That's true. He's always there. He's a performer. He does stunts. But yeah, I love going to those. Oh my gosh, dude. Heck no, Mom doesn't go to the air show. I go by myself. One time my friend Mike went. But let me see something. I have video. I have pictures. I don't know where the freak they could be though. It was cool when I saw Corey Glover of Living Color. I have pictures with him. And I can call his wife and I want to just see this. Look how big I am there. Oh my God. He performed at a place nearby last year, I think it was. You ever hear the band Living Color? Cult of Personality? Well, look how big I was. That's how much weight I lost. Look at that. That's the bass player. He's so cool. On the right, cool. And there's Corey with his wife and myself. Look at how big I was. Jesus. That's like scariness. Oh my God. He was really good. The band was really good. And he's still doing things with Living Color. He actually told me they're coming out with a new album. Still waiting for that. What was I gonna look for? Oh yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be in here. Like with the UFO people, I got tons of stuff, but I'm looking. I have to reorganize my shit. I've got like KGRA stuff mixed with pictures, and it's just crazy. Like, this is when I was, if you know UFO stuff, this was in Roswell. Right here. Look how bad I look. This is right before I ended up in the hospital. A month after, I was in the hospital. It is an absolute honor to have Nick Pope with me right now, well-renowned British journalist and also an employee was an employee of the Ministry of Defense in the UK.
Correct, yes. So the British equivalent of the US Department of Defense. I was a civilian employee there for 21 years, and
Wow.
for much of the early 90s I ran their UFO program, where my job was to evaluate the defense and national security implications of the phenomenon.
Wow. So now we're looking at the whistleblowers, well, the whistleblower that just recently came out, Mr. Grush. It looks like there may be more on the table as well. What is your take on this? Do you think that we're going to start to eventually get information coming out to the general public? Because it's all about transparency and also with that fine line of national security. So in a public hearing, honestly, Nick, I don't expect much because there's only so much they can talk about in a public setting, not in a classified hearing setting. So I think, do you think the public is going to continue to be disillusioned by the lack of transparency and say, oh, this is another not much to look at kind of a thing with this current whistleblower?
Well, I think there are two separate issues here.
Okay.
The first issue is the public.
I lowered my mic. That's right. Why I had to go to the hospital? Testing. Okay. As I was saying, that you couldn't hear, I was cutting a tree. And I was on a 25-foot ladder, came down with a chainsaw, went into my swimming pool. The water felt weird. It didn't feel right to my touch. It just did not, something was wrong. I got out of the pool and I had chest pain. Called the 911. Ambulance came in like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm still changing as they're entering my house. And they said, we don't see you having a heart attack right now, but we're going to take you to the ER. What happened was I was having angina, which is pain from a blocked artery that could cause a heart attack. So luckily they put a stent in right away. My A1C, my cholesterol, my triglycerides was off the scale. Scary. Off the scale. This was August of 2023. I was 236 pounds. I am 169 now. Do the math. And I could even show you. Because one thing about me, I keep records. I make sure that my doctors send me all information. I want to know everything you're doing. You're part of the network. There's a medical record network that you can access your stuff. I do that. You just have to do it. Let me show you. So my last blood work was January 6th of this year. So a little over a month ago. Check this out. I'm not muted now. You should be able to hear me. No? You should be. I see myself bouncing. I could put myself a little louder. How's that? That's a lot louder. Anyway. Check this out. Okay, you can hear now. Bring it around. Just tell me. Let's take a look. This is January 6th of this year. My blood work. Urine as well. Everything is green. Everything. For the first time in many years, all my blood came back normal. Everything. Bad, good cholesterol, triglycerides, everything. Look at my A1C now. 5.6. I'm no longer considered type 2 diabetic. I was 11.6 August 23. Now I'm 5.5. Now we can look at the range. It only can do over a year. Look how bad I was. I was 9.6 on January 2nd, 2024. Look at that. That's insane. Now I'm not even considered diabetic. I'm close to being pre-diabetic. 5.7 is considered pre-diabetic. I went from, now this only goes back to January 2024. I can't do more than that. But it was up here. August. It was up here. 11 point something. See that? And I can go through any of them. Some of them won't give me, let's see. Look. Look at that. Look at the triglycerides. Off the scale. Look how low I am now. Look at, I mean, this is, and this can detect your, if you believe it or not, this diagnoses your with the urine test as well. They can find out if you have cancer. There's a lot of things that they can detect if there's issues going on in your body. With blood tests. But look, it's all green. That's what I'm talking about. I was bloated. My fingers were even swollen. My body was swollen. Excuse me. So there's the evidence on a turnaround. Diet and a lot of exercise, but strict diet. I changed everything except one thing. I smoke 4 cigarettes a day. That has to stop. That's my one last weak link, and it's a bad one. But I don't smoke a lot. But it's bad. But I've done a lot. I hardly drink anymore, which wasn't my problem. Never really was. It was the eating and lack of exercise. Now, I just had an MRI done 2 weeks ago, and I know I'm in trouble because I was working out with weights. I had rotator cuff surgery on this about 7 years ago. This is killing me right here. This is telling me I may have another tear. This put me out for 18 months. I was in a sling for 6 weeks. I'm praying to God that I don't have another torn rotator, but the pain is not going away. So something is not good here. From lifting weights like an idiot, I should have just stuck to my routine with the bike riding and dieting. But no, I take things to a whole different level because now I want to cut up, and because I'm losing the weight and I want to cut. And I was doing the weights. No bueno. I can still ride my bike, but not if I get rotator cuff surgery. So I'm a little worried about that. I got to go see the doctor next week to see the results for this. But it hurts right here. Now, usually it can be here, or in the front, or in the back, because where it attaches, I think it's something in here. Now, my doctor thinks it's bursitis. I hope he's right. Because medications, I can get not cortisone, steroid shots. I'd rather do that. I'm praying that I don't need rotator, because then I am screwed. It's going to ruin my whole workout routine for the summer. I'm telling you, it's got me really worried. Because my goal is 155 in weight. I'm 169 now. I'm close. Once I get back on that bike, that's gone in 2 months, 3 months. By summer, it's gone. But if I get rotator, yeah, that's why, Nick, you're right. You pray for the best, but you prepare for the worst. You have to. You have to be realistic. See, now I know that it's probably something like that, because when I lift my arm to here, this is where the pain starts. Right there. A lot. Right there. And if I turn, that's the shoulder. It's here. I've been through this before. I know. And a friend of mine, Fantasy, says, they won't operate on you if you get too old to do it. That's bullshit. They will do the surgery if I need the surgery. I don't know how it works in California, but in New York, if you are able, it doesn't matter how old you are for any surgery. even cancer treatment, for example, if they think that your body can withstand the surgery, they will do it. But you have to pass certain criteria that your body can handle it, a surgery of any kind. That's the difference. I don't know how it works in California. They won't perform the surgery. That's bullshit. They will. So, we'll see. Now, if I have to do it, I have to do it. Because I ain't going through this. But if I can, what is it, February? If I get the surgery now, which it won't happen right now, let's say mid-March, April, May, I could be back into action by June. By June. Though I have to go to physical therapy because when I had this rotator on this hand, this arm, it took me a long time just to get my hand back up to here. 18 months. No joke. Full range of motion again. It takes time to build that up where it is no pain and no resistance. If you do not do the physical therapy, you may never get that range of motion again. So there's a lot involved with it. So we'll see. But like I said, I don't want to jump ahead of it. I gotta because he's gonna see the results. He's gonna send me to see a specialist. I know that. And then they're gonna give me options. We'll see what those options are. Right now, I think if they gave me, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose something that I don't know what it is. But the pain has been going on for like 2-3 months now. And he gave me ibuprofen. Because I refuse to take that addictive stuff. I refuse. I will not do that. Even if it would help, I don't care. I'm not taking that stuff. So, but the thing was, I was trying to build my arms up again and everything. I was working out on top of bike riding. And then, boom. I was so upset. Because I am so close to losing that body fat. It's a good feeling though, I tell you. When you go from 236 obese, I'm still considered overweight for my height. But what's 169? How much did I lose? 67 pounds? In a year and a half? Not bad. And the thing is, like, you could see it. You look at those photos, and I'm not sucking it in. That would be sucking it in. But there's hardly nothing here anymore. This is the pinch. That's all that's there now. I'm this close. So close, yet so far. But if all goes well, this will be gone by summer. So like Nick said, pray for the best. Because if you've seen the videos, I'm going back to bike riding. I can't freaking wait. It's supposed to be 50 on Sunday, but rain. If it's not raining, I'm going out. There was something. Let me see if I find it. which one this is.
See what this thing is doing.
Yeah, this is the red arrows. This was a nice one.
This is the F-22 Raptor. You have to see what this thing is doing.
Let me put the headphones on.
Here he comes. Here he comes. The Raptor.
Watch once more as the Raptor approaches Show Center from the left and demonstrates a tight turn capability with another minimum radius horizontal turn, powering straight up into the vertical.
That is one sharp turn, boy.
Here he comes again.
The original Thunderbird Diamond was led by Major
I got a
Dick
bad
Kaplan,
signal,
with
so
twin captains Buck and Bill Patillo as wingmen, Captain Kanega as the slot pilot.
that was
Now
bad.
looking front, and
Here they
to your
come.
left as the Thunderbird Diamond maintains precise formation position in the Diamond Flat Pass.
This wasn't the best show, though. Believe it or not.
I mean, the challenging, slow.
The 22 was so impressive.
Uh-oh. I gotta be careful with the audio. Gotta kill the audio. It stinks, but they got music, you know, as this is going on. But this wasn't the best air show, believe it or not. It wasn't. The 22 was cool, but the 35. Now, I would have to see, that was 2000. Okay, this is the final. I might have made this better. This is the final. I don't think this is, yeah, this is really blurry. Let me see what happens if I put the audio. Gotta watch out for the music, because they play music too. I put my own music. But this wasn't the best one. And it's hard to keep up with them, I'm telling you, when you're filming them. But this wasn't the good one. And that's why I didn't share it on the screen. Oh, shit. Which is it? Where is it? Videos. Oh, my God. No, not that. Actually, I can delete this video. It's from an old KGRA show. That's not even on the network anymore. Roswell, what's in here? Oh, this was cool. I don't know if I should play this, but this was cool. Travis. So there's Travis and Tony on the guitars. Katie Page, Matt Moniz. I think that's Rhiannon over there. Mark, Ben Hansen, Marianne, Rob. We're all hanging out. I'm hanging out with Daryl right here.
So they're just jamming out. We're sitting by the outdoor fire.
And I don't know if this doesn't have the
We're
story.
just chilling. I'm not cool. This is so.
Yeah, this
acting
doesn't
out.
have the
It's
story
beautiful
with
night
Daryl and I,
for you
what we went
guys.
through in the
Maybe-
plane.
Well, I'm not live, but I'm recording. Katie.
Oh, this is. Look at the colors in that. And that is sharp.
Look how big I am. Look at that.
Very
Look how
nice.
big I am.
Woo.
Look at that. That's right before I was in the no, about
Over there.
6 months before the hospital.
Wait.
Yes. Thank you. So
So yeah. That's not the video I thought it was though. This is, oh my God. This is Don Schmidt, and when he signed my book, he's so cool. But look how big I am. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Oh my God, look at that. Look at my fingers, they're swollen. Everything's swollen looking. That's scary. Then I flew into Texas. I have pictures when I flew in. Fort Worth. It was cool. Right there. I take pictures of everything. I like to really, I even take videos of the plane landing, all that. I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is Roswell, leaving Roswell on the plane. I think oh yeah, there's the Cardinals, the Arizona, the football Cardinals plane. Shit. I missed it. Hold on. Here it comes. Arizona Cardinals football. This is leaving Roswell. Isn't that cool? That's the team plane. So yeah, I film like so much stuff. But this is not the trip I'm looking for. Let me see. Oh, that's takeoff. Alright, let's see what this one is.
No moment for you, Chappelle.
Landing, I don't remember. Oh, I don't know where I'm landing here. I think this might have been Charlotte. I don't think so. I don't remember. Here we go. Touchdown. I don't even remember what airport that is. Because when you travel, you go from here to the west. It could be not a nonstop. I've been to so many. It's like ridiculous. But that's not what I'm looking for. And on this stupid computer, it could be anywhere. Let's try this one. Why do I only have that air show? I might have lost it. I wonder if it's on my YouTube channel. Maybe not this one. That would be very disappointing. I still have the videos on my phone, maybe. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to check. I want to check my channel. I'm missing. One of my drives died. I don't know if... No. No. Utah recap. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I got it. Thank God I got this on video. You want to check out something really cool if you like planes? Well, this is one of them. This was in Utah. I'm skipping a lot of stuff here.
No, I got them. I'm steady. I got the whole one.
It's kind of funny because...
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. Be careful they don't charge your fucking car. They do. I hope it's your side.
All right, hold on. I want to make it... Oh shit, that's the when we were at the...
How it works. That dude is so cool.
Yeah, that's when we were at the...
And yeah, I'm wet. They're wet. Look, wet. Sneakers wet.
This is when we went on the kayaks. What a beautiful lake.
Later in the day, especially on the weekend, this is going to get quite busy.
This was gorgeous. Oh my God, this was
I'll
beautiful.
tell you one thing. If I grew up here, I'd be here with my friends like every weekend, hanging out, partying. You know, I have to say it. I would be partying and just having a great time here. This is amazing. I'll tell you, this is why people need to travel, and freaking beautiful it is. It's stunning.
I use that word a lot, I gotta tell you.
And I'm in the kayak, but I gotta put the phone down. But I just wanted to show you
This is the other clip, all right. Let's see. It might be this one.
a little bit.
If that's a picture.
Look how beautiful it is. Anyway, look at this. And the thing is, it's beautiful. I mean, I can't Words cannot describe. That's odd what's up there. That's an odd formation, actually. I'm going to zoom in on that. At the very top, there's a pointed rock. I wonder. That's odd. There. You see that? That's a weird rock formation up there. I think that's kind of an odd.
Utah is so beautiful, I tell you.
It's beautiful. I don't know.
I was driving, and I just got it on a. It gives
This
me
is the side by side.
Playlist 1, 2, 3, 4 daily.
This was so cool, the side by side.
God, he's done.
Yeah, it would have been a lot worse. If that thing just kept rolling.
This is
Yeah, he says,
Utah.
why isn't he slowing down? And he just went.
Yeah, just ran around this corner. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But then again, what was he like? You said 14 years old?
14, yeah, I don't think he knew how to drive it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Hit the throttle.
And he definitely didn't know the terrain.
Yeah.
Well, it's not hard to see.
For real, there's a curve.
Somebody
that's
went over
badass.
that.
This is awesome.
Where's Nordic?
There's his side by side.
Over here.
Where?
Yeah, Nordic is
Right there. The ski.
It just looks so small from here.
It does.
Especially looking at Basin when we were coming down the canyon from Kazi. I thought we were looking at Nordic, but it was Basin.
Oh, no kidding.
Look how
One
beautiful.
thing,
Our phones take awesome video.
Yeah.
Photos.
8K.
Yep. Beautiful. So he went right, well, he got out in time, but it went right down there.
Yeah, he flew right off with the four-wheeler and then jumped.
Wow. That's wild. We ready?
But there's something I want to show you.
Fucked up.
Some good, This is get some good winters.
That's the same with us.
Snowpack up in the mountain.
This is
Wow.
this is where
You'll
the
see-
first settlers.
this is so amazing.
The
So
Mormon
these
settlers
Mormons
settled
said
on
this
this
is
island.
An old pioneering ranch. So he said there's some
I forgot
older
what it's
buildings.
called.
Oh, here we go.
Antelope Island, I think.
1848. So I'm just going to show that so we can read it at some point, but we're reading it here. The Feeling-Guard Ranch was settled in 1848 and represents 130
We don't
ranch
need me
was
to
learned
say the
20th
whole
century.
thing.
This artifacts and from another. No,
I don't know why it's
Stream.
skipping like that. But this was a ranch, but
there's no water.
It's tragic, bro.
There's no water. The lake is dry.
yeah, Salt Lake was dry. Here we go.
For now until we come back outside. Now
This
the
was
big clip. This is the
awesome.
museum first.
The Hill
This
Museum
is the big clip.
in
This one's
Utah.
long.
Gorgeous.
20 minutes long. Check this out. I'm giving you guys like in depth.
This was an amazing place. The Hill Museum by Hill Air Force Base. This was freaking awesome. I can't tell you how awesome this place was. What they have on display there, that's a must. If you go to Utah, if you're into this, you need to go here. Because they have a lot of cool stuff on display. A lot of cool stuff. This is the older area first. Like you'll see the World War II planes, but I'm skipping it. But you'll see how many they actually have the kills on the planes. And I can go back to that, but there's so much. Look at that. I believe that's the Tomcat. I can't tell. Oh yeah. Look at this. beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And my favorite is there too. Coming up. I love the warthog. I don't know why. Oh, I skipped it. It's behind this. There it is. I love air shows, so you know. There it is, the Warthog. I think the 117 is coming, the Stealth, right here. Stripped, and then the SR-71. Oh my God, what a beautiful plane. Beautiful. To get this close to it, you know, like to see it like this. And you can walk, I walked underneath it. I mean, they have it roped off, but you can get really close to it. I'm glad I have this video because I couldn't find it on my computer. That's Jimmy. I have it muted because I don't... But going back, look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that design. Sleek. But going back a little, this is the newest section. Hold on. You see? Look at it. They have it. Like how many they took out. And actually, it's a little back behind this. Let me go back a little. You can hear my fire on the phone. That's crazy. Those are the real models. That's so beautiful. Can you imagine flying in that? Lots of history, Nick. Lots. So, look. That's how many it... That's how many it took out. Look at that. How many? 1, 2, 3. It's 18. It's incredible. So yeah, Utah, beautiful. Then we went to their armory, where they actually, and also the automobiles. A lot of history in Utah. Oh God, yes.
I want to tell you something.
What?
I've been laying over there, look at the mass and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, Billy, but God is talking to me right here.
Okay.
And you know what happened? For more surprise,
Uh-huh.
you know La Virgen de la Guadalupe?
Uh-huh.
That she showed herself to Juan Diego.
I'm live right now. Okay.
And now they're showing that part.
Okay. Anyway, this
Oh
is...
my, I don't, thank you, Jesus.
This was landing at JFK, and it was a little weird because we had to circle to go back to land. That baby was crying like for 2 hours, right in front of us.
Wildly. And it gets worse. This is not it. We went back up.
See, we went back up.
He went back up. He went back up. The fucking plane is shaking.
I was a little nervous. I was like, what's going on? The weather was bad. That's what it was.
I'm like, oh fuck. Now he went back up. Why did he go back up?
I don't know. The video sounds weird. But yeah,
About to land. Here it's coming.
that was bizarre sounding. It's like the video messed up. But that was all documented, the whole trip. I want to see. It may not be on this one. It might be on the other channel. Oh, God, please stop.
It's amazing.
What is it, Mom?
That I'm looking at TV.
I know, you told me.
And these things are like, well, I believe in God a lot, you know, and I have that trust and everything, and He's been great to me.
Mm-hmm.
But to go over there like that and see these things like God is talking to
Good,
me.
enjoy it. Go.
I know. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. ¿No tienes cigarrillo?
No. I found it.
Today we went to the New York Air Show.
This was
which
the
was
one.
At Stewart Airport in upstate New York on Saturday, August 24th, 2019.
Thank
The
God I
performers
got it.
included the West Point Parachute Team,
This one was
Flag Jack,
awesome.
Mike Whiskas, Lucas Oil Pits, Ken Peach, Larry Labriola, the L-39 jet demo, the B-25 Mitchell Panchito World War II bomber, Matt Chapman, the Royal Air Force Red Arrows,
The Red Arrows were great.
the Geico.
This was the
Sky
best show.
Type.
We'll place our hands over our hearts and Pete.
This was the best.
And leading in the stack today is Cadet Cam Johnson from Richmond, Virginia.
I can't play the audio because there's music. So they had the West Point Parachute Team come in, but I want to see the F-30. The arrows were freaking phenomenal. There's Jelly Belly. He's always there. I'm trying to find it. This is 4.5 hours. They talk to each other in such a cool way. The way they communicate with each other.
Now from straight, watch as they quickly turn into each other to confuse their attackers.
Nice. Nice. I can't play the audio because of the music. But the Red Arrows were amazing. They are amazing. They really are. But there's one part with the 35 that was so impressive. Oh yeah, this is when the arrows landed. Or they're taxiing. They're from the UK. They were great. All right, let's skip. Yeah, this is them. This is them. They're just, I mean, oh my gosh, they were amazing. Look at this. Look at that formation. Look at that. I wish I could put the audio, but the music.
I just said it.
As the aircraft comes towards us, the nose lights
It looks like a Concorde formation.
8 and 9 will be below the formation, looking like the entrance
And they
of
just
the
said it.
Concorde on approach here into Stuart. The smoke about to come on. Ready for Concorde loop.
Here they come.
And pulling up course red one, Concorde pulling to the vertical. As they approach the vertical, the core will come. The formation will change as they go over the top of the loop into signals.
Look at that. That is freaking amazing.
Bring the aircraft into signal formation. They'll complete the loop before twisting to the left.
Look at that.
In a side result.
You must be getting amazing photos right now. Because I'm getting awesome video.
On the right of Red 2 is another new pilot for 2019. That's Red 4 Flight Lieutenant Gregor Roxton. Gregor has previously flown the Harrier and the Typhoon on the front line.
Exactly.
And he joins the team having instructed on the newer version of our Hawk. Well, as the aircraft again change formation in front of us, the wings...
And I love the communication.
We now have 6 aircraft all flying line abreast in one of our most technically difficult formations. Red 6 and 7 tucking in behind. West
Awesome.
of Red 1 is Red 3.
It's so impressive.
Mike Bowden. Mike has previously flown the Harrier and the Tornado on the front line. He's been a Hawk instructor.
Wow, Harrier and a Tornado. That's awesome.
In from the left-hand side, the coloured smoke about to come on. It's time.
I got
for
to see both of them pick up.
Nice.
I seen the Angels and the Thunderbirds. This was the best air show that I've seen in the last 6 years. This was 2019.
Phoenix goes off. The aircraft about to bank around to the right. We're about to
That's my phone. I can't pick it up.
Okay, never mind. Squadrons and combat operations in Bomber Command in World War II. We have
There's no way I'm picking it up. Who is it? Oh, that's my neighbor. Forget it.
So red button, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
I was there with my friend Mike and his friends.
That's your phone, not my hand.
In from the right-hand side, the nose lights will come on towards us. The smoke about to come on. Ready for the Lancaster Rock.
Thank you for picking it up.
You're welcome.
Well, answering it, whatever. Wow, this is like freaking awesome, bro. Oh, here we go.
I'm trying to find them.
Upside down at 2,500 feet in the Lancaster Roll. Now, some of you may think the Lancaster Roll.
Wow.
Famous test flights Alex Simpson used to be over Lancaster several times in England whilst testing the drill.
That is so tight formation. Look at
On the
that.
left wing team of Lancaster is Red 5 squadron leader Steve Morris. Steve has previously flown the Harrier and the Tornado. He's instructed on the Hawk and is back with us on the Red Arrows for the 2019.
So the arrows were great, but the highlight of this was my favorite. Coming up. They were great. Stunt.
By putting the nose down. Now.
Here we go. This is the best.
Here he comes.
F-35. The F-35 blew away the 22. be some Slayer or Metallica or something. It does a move that I was shocked when I seen it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening.
As Captain Wilson accelerates to just below the speed of sound.
Oh, imagine he broke the sound barrier. That'd be insane. Yeah, bang, bang. Where'd he go? Where is he? I see him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the high-speed
Fast to move it. Just to keep.
Oh my God!
But that's not the move.
That was awesome!
Alexa, stop. Yeah, he's way up there.
1,500-foot convex. As Captain Wilson approaches show center, he will light the afterburner and execute a minimum radius turn. That will press him into the sea with up to 9 Gs.
9 Gs, wow.
After completing the turn, the F-35 car straight up.
Oh my God. Here he comes. Well, not yet.
The lightning loop. From your right, lightning strikes twice. With the minimum radius turn to lightning loop.
Heck yeah. Motley Crue. Kick, start, yeah. What a badass. I gotta be careful with the music. Wow, he just did a 3. I just want to chant USA, USA. Wait till you see the move, though. Wait till you see the move. I hear you, Pig Pug. I hear you. I was just looking at the Warthog. But there's a move that he does that I was like, my jaw dropped, and I was like, this is just too incredible. This is just out of control. So I'm waiting for it, and then I'll stop. Because I got to see this one move. Outrageous. He's coming around. He's coming around. He's coming around.
He should be like right over there by now. Yep. Here he comes.
Look how fast. He's like gone.
Right away fast. Oh yeah.
Imagine in combat with that. I mean, wow. Come on, where's the move? I gotta be careful with the music. It's a shame, right? But wait, I'm waiting for the move.
The incredible ability to point stones at will in a dogfight. Watch closely as the jet flies.
It looks like it's hanging and just hovering. It's amazing.
Complete control. And without thrust vector, Captain Olsen will execute a 180-degree flat turn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lightning II's title turn.
Wow.
What the? Look at this shit! Wow! Turn!
It's hard to keep track of it. 'Cause it's moving. I'm zoomed to try to get it.
The square loop begins as Captain Olsen passes show center and executes a 17 points in a row on Mach 2,000 feet. He then executes a 90-degree turn, sustain inboard flight back across show center, where he will then point the aircraft straight at the ground. Finally, he'll go back on his stick to turn the aircraft in level flight to remain the square. Coming in from your left, the F-35 square.
It's coming. Wait till you see it. It's unbelievable. If you've never seen it,
Look at this.
this might be it. It might be it. Nope, not yet.
That's incredible.
It's coming. It has to be coming soon. Maybe now. Now.
Just as he approaches show center, you'll once again
Look at it.
feel the raw
Look
power
at
of that
it.
afternoon.
It's just hanging.
It's just hanging there.
Look at that.
Oh my God, that's intense. That is outrageous.
That is outrageous.
That's just too much.
I gotta go back.
That was so cool.
It's literally looks like it's just hanging there. It's sick. Yes, Nick.
Yep. Here he comes.
This was my favorite. I couldn't believe it. It was right above me. I was like, holy shit.
Look how fast. He's like gone. Right away from fast. Oh yeah. Imagine in combat with that. I mean, wow.
As he reaches show center, he will complete a 360-degree roll, finishing pass inward. Coming in from the left, Captain Olsen performing the eye to eye.
Nice.
All right, it's coming up now.
I love that.
I gotta lower it because of that music. It's ridiculous. And you feel the energy off of it when you're that close to it. And the sound is crazy. It's amazing in person.
180-degree flat turn. Ladies and gentlemen, Lightning 2.
Alright, he's doing the turn first. What a turn.
What the? Look at this shit! Wow!
It really is so impressive.
Wow!
It blew away the Raptor, to me.
The square loop begins as Captain Austin passes show center. The next 17 points in the road on 2,000 Use the next into 890-degree turn. Sustain inward and tight momentum across show center, where you'll then break the aircraft.
Alright, here it comes.
Pogo fastest to turn the aircraft below the plane, terminating the square. Coming in from your left, the F-35.
There it is. Not yet. After this.
Nice!
There it is.
Look at this!
Not yet. What a plane. And I mean, this plane
That's incredible.
had a lot of problems. A lot of over budget too. Look at this.
Just as he approaches show center, you'll once again feel the raw power of that F-35.
Look at him! He's just hanging there! Oh my god, that's intense! That is outrageous!
Wicked. 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 It really was. I don't know if it was the Thunderbirds that were part of this show, but I don't know if I got him landing. Hold on. This is a stunt plane. Yeah, here he comes.
Nice. Beautiful.
I'm in the front row. Look whose plane is there. Did you see whose plane is there? At the time, did you see that? Wait, let's go. Let's go back. Hold on. Shit. I'm trying to get it.
Preparation for the Heritage Flight. We'd like to give a shout out to our expert maintenance team that made today's demonstration possible. Our maintenance team lead is technician Michael Booth from Voice Control.
Trying to get it, so
Technician Tech Sergeant Larry Allen. Panama City HQ. If you enjoyed today's performance, awesome. To like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at F35 Demonstration.
Nice touch, though.
Damn it. Where is it? I gotta go back when he's landing. You're gonna be... You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Ah, it's not him. Oh, there he is. Alright, so it's ahead. He's gotta land. Okay, looks like he's coming in for the landing now. Yeah, there's the landing. Oh, that's the other one. That's the other one. But we can still see it.
There's a lot going on right now.
Hold on. Look at the plane in the background. Coming now. Whose plane is that? Trump's. That's President Trump's plane right there. Look, Trump. His plane was there for servicing. Right there in the background. See it? Ma, I'm live.
Right there on the F-16.
So yeah, his plane was there. And then I think afterwards, yeah, it was the... Was it the Angels or the... I don't remember. It might have been the Angels. I don't have any. I have to make them. Yeah, it's the Angels.
God bless the USA, baby.
Ma, please.
It's gonna be nice when they land, too.
So yeah, it was the Angels. Then we took a tour of...
It's been laying for 2 months.
And they had a bunch. There's the Warthog. They had a bunch of planes on display too. You could see me. Different, just different back behind the scenes stuff. And then there was a plane that came in to land out of nowhere. We had to wait for this to land. The airspace. We used the runway, look. There's the red arrows. This is one heck of a show, man. It was awesome. It really was awesome. Maybe we see... you can't see it. Trump's plane is behind there. It's hard to get the angle. But you've seen it on the other one. There it is. It's back there. Right there. His plane is right there. These are the people I was hanging out with. But you get an idea. So this was a great, one of the best air shows I've ever seen. And I've seen quite a bit. But it doesn't make sense to go to them to see the same thing over and over again. I've been there, done that. I think I haven't... One of my... my arm. Oh. Which, this is the one. 2019. It's a VIP thing. I always get the VIP. Because you get front row. Right on the runway. It's amazing. And you get food and beverages free. Well, not free. You're paying for it. The package is like $180 per person. shit, I could pay that. I paid more than for a concert. Maybe next time NF has their show, you could take a road trip. I checked the upcoming air show schedule. It's got the same. They're having the Y22 again. The Raptor, I've seen it. I even have a shirt somewhere in this house. The Raptor shirt. I bought it. It wasn't as impressive as the 35. The 35 was on the money. Oh shit, my batteries died. My weapon from my Death Star. This is supposed to light up, but maybe it shuts off automatically. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does. There it is. The Death Star is zapping the Earth. I guess it has an auto shut off after so long. Activate. Oh my gosh. But if you love avionics, planes, you gotta go to an air show. You will not be disappointed. Even if you don't get VIP, it doesn't matter. Because it's like right there anyway. The reason is if I get the VIP because I'm filming. And I want to get a good shot. Because if there's people in front of me, it's not that easy. Even though it's up in the air, but still. When it's coming above the runway, some of them get low. Pigpug, you've been to air shows. You know what I'm talking about. And when they're landing, I like to get that footage too. So for me, it's like, I love it. You hear me, I'm all about it. I get all in it. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do, is go to the air shows. It's like going to a concert for me. And, you know, it's such a cool feeling. The atmosphere, the sounds, the sights. And hopefully it's a beautiful day when you go. Because sometimes, you know, the weather could be an issue. Obviously. But that day was gorgeous. And it was August. It's summer. It's nice. Shorts, comfortable, sunny. Not too hot that day, if I remember right. Wasn't humid. It was a nice day. But yeah, gravity, like Nick says, gravity looks like it took it over when it was just hovering like that. But you can see how he's got the engine on, but the flaps, that's how he's able to move that way. Because he's got, you know, obviously he's not cutting the engines. He's got the flaps out a certain way so he can form that position with the engine thrust a certain way to get that. Amazing. But they only announced the F-22 for this year. Wow. The next show in Niagara Falls isn't until 26. Ours is already listed for the 23rd and 24th of August. But they only have the Y-22 announced. I've seen that. Been there. Done it. So I'm not going to go again. Unless something else impressive comes. I've seen the French planes, the UK planes, because they usually bring some international flavor to it too. The arrows were great. The red arrows from the UK, they were great. The French, you know, they were good too. Don't get me wrong, but the arrows were super impressive. And, you know, they have other types of planes there at times. Old vintage planes, World War II. You know, they do it all. It's parachute team from, that's a must. From West Point comes and opens the event. The TikTok. Oh my God, that's funny. But that's just a couple of I don't know how I got involved with this air show stuff. I went off on a tangent. Heck no, I've never been to California, but I might be going at the end of the year to visit a friend, a musician friend, who's awesome, Merle Fankhauser, who wrote the song Wipeout. He's invited me to stay at his home. And he's going to be doing his tiki lounge in the fall with musicians. So I may go there to document it for the station, behind the scenes, do an interview with him. I mean, he is a pioneer of surfer music. Before it was identified, he is the pioneer of surfer music. There's a long story, and I would rather have Merle discuss it one day with me here. But they sold the rights. They didn't know better. And the Ventures made the song famous, but he was the one that wrote Wipeout. He got the rights back in the 80s, I believe. He retained the rights. Took him a while to get the rights to Wipeout again. But he owns it now. He owned it at one point. They didn't know what they were doing. A lot of bands back in the 60s got ripped off by the record labels. They didn't realize what was going to happen afterwards. And this includes any kind of monetary revenue. And they fought, a lot of these artists fought to get their stuff back. But the record labels, they were vicious back then with the artists. They took advantage. And he's an example of it. I'll bring him on one day. He's a good friend of mine. We've become really good friends over the years. So I want to jam with him. Yes, a lot of bands, Pigpug, a lot of bands got hosed. I mean, it's a long list. The Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, they didn't make much money at all on that. They got hosed big time over that. The royalties. So even in the 70s, it happened. And this is just an example on the screen. This is a series that was out. Big musicians who got ripped off. And look at Bowie by managers and record labels. But this isn't even. This isn't even getting into the detail. I mean, this is more modern. I mean, it goes on and on. There's so many that got ripped off. And he had a lot of hits. Tommy James Shandells. I mean, it goes on and on. So many. Look, they battled their record labels. It's not anything, and this happens even in more recent time with some of these artists, but it was really, really bad in the 60s and 70s. Really bad. So a lot of artists fought with to get their rights back, ownership of their music. And like I said, Merle Fankhauser is one of them. And he's doing good. He's getting a lot of royalties from movies that they're using his music in. Because I spoke to him a few weeks ago. It's too early to call him now. It's only 7:30 in the morning. He lives north of, well, quite north of Malibu. He's 2 miles from the beach in his home in California. I won't give exact details where he's at, obviously. But yeah, I'll bring him on one day here because we're connected to phone and Skype, and I'll bring him on and he can tell you. And we can play some of his music because I still have, I don't know, he might have to send it to me again. I have rights. He's written me letters. What do you call it? What's that called when they sign it? Oh my God. To give me the right. When you go and get it, two people have to be a witness. Notarized. That I have the right to play his music. That's why some of his shows are on this channel. Because I was doing it for him. And I have to actually call him. And maybe we need to do that again. Do Merle Fankhauser shows again. I'm going to call him later. Maybe we need to do his shows again. Because I did it for him. Maybe it's time to just redo it again. Like I have time to do. Because it took me time to edit all this together. Let me see. Now, I'm afraid to play it now. Because I had to fight. To prove that I had to retain the ownership of it. I battled to prove. See, like here, they're on this channel. And I haven't gotten hit from them. They're old. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. See? And they're still up. I haven't gotten any problems with it. And this is his music. All this. This is all Merle.
I was a little girl, but I always used to listen to
Signals from Malibu. I don't know if... Look at this, 1,000... Let me see.
Tracks that would become known as the Maui album. Together with Bill Berg on drums from Bob Dylan's band, Steve Meese on piano, Ali Ignacio on bass, and Jimmy Dillon
I told you, I gotta make them.
The album was finished.
1 minute.
It was released in 1976 to
I said,
critical
okay, I'm live.
acclaim
Give me a
and
minute.
FM radio play in California and Hawaii. It came out again on vinyl on a UK label, and in 1997 it came out on CD. Pour yourself a tropical drink and kick back and enjoy the Maui album. It was a clear and blustery day down by...
So he had quite a bit. And he's still playing. And you got to see what he's got in his house. It's called the Tiki Lounge. It's a full stage. And it's decorated like something out of Hawaii. His house looks like it's in Hawaii, not California. The way he's got it set up. can't. I pray everything works out and I go to California to hang out with him for a week. He says, Bill, come on, you stay over my house. I got an extra room. I set up a bed. You'll be fine. And while I'm there, hopefully I could visit other people that I know. But that's always an issue, driving and trying to meet everybody. Now, this wouldn't happen till October. How's the weather in California in October? Maybe I need to find out. So, yeah, Merle. I believe that was his wife, too. He married her. Mom is going to drive me nuts today. Mainly dry and warm. Nick, don't tell me where you are. But I think you're near San Francisco, right? Just say yes or no. Don't tell me where you are. Are you close to San Francisco? A yes and no. Or no. It's simple. Because I'm near San Jose. See, I'm not familiar with the West at all. So, I'll give you a hint. I just killed the stream, but he doesn't live far from where he grew up. He was a surfer, obviously. But his intro always told the story. This is the intro he would send me. And you could hear it in the intro.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Merle Fankhauser Radio Show. Before we begin the show, I just want to make a quick note that this show airs every first Tuesday of the month. So next month, being that New Year's Day is the first Tuesday, we will do the show on January 8th. So make a note of that. Tonight's show will focus on the 1976 Maui album. So without any further ado, let's get started. We'll focus on Maui.
What's going on?
Hey guys, can you tell us where we're at?
Grover Beach!
So, that gives you an idea. Wherever that is, he's not far from there. Grover Beach. Beats me. So, I have no idea. Nada. I'm actually gonna see if I have something. He might have to send that. I dare not call him this early. But he might have to resend me the proof that I can play his stuff. I might have it on the computer. I don't know. I even got Grant Cameron got him on a show. Oh my God. I got Merle on with Grant Cameron in 2018. I just did a search. Oh, documentation. Might have found it. Oh, I did. I do have it. I hereby give me the right to air any of my music that I am the composer, artist, and publisher copyright owner that I choose. I own all the rights of my songs and are in my Fankhauser Music Publishing Company, ASCAP. And it's dated and signed by Merle. I found the document. I have it. I still have the proof. Thank God I still have that document. So I do have the rights to play the music. I'm looking at the document right now. Ocean Records. It's dated August 9th, 2018. Wow. 6 years almost already. So I do have the rights to play his music. And I still do. Oh, he would never deny me. If I wanted to do it, he would definitely. I know he would. And I'm going to call him. I'm going to leave him a message. Because I know it's early. He might be an early riser. But I'm doing it anyway. I want to do it for the station too. ASCAP, does YouTube allow you to show membership in ASCAP or BMI? I don't know. I don't play games. I already got copyright hit by them. I have to be careful till April. But in the beginning, when I was playing Merle stuff, another label was trying to take credit, and Merle was like, bullshit. They don't own my stuff. Okay, this is going to be risky, but I'm doing it. I hope I don't wake him up. Oh my God.
You've reached 805.
Ah!
Please leave us a message. Thank you.
Hey Merle, it's Bill. Hey Merle, it's Bill. I know it's early in the morning. I'm sorry I'm calling so early, but I was brainstorming. I'm sorry I called so early. I forgot you were like 7:30 in the morning for you. I was just playing your music on my stream to show everybody your stuff.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, if you ever want to revisit and do it again, like we did in the past, because this was like 2018, 2019 when we were doing this. If you ever want me to push your stuff, let me know.
You mean do another interview?
No, like we used to do. Like play your radio shows and I would play the hour thing and air it. Remember how I was doing that for you?
Yeah, you would play my radio shows that was out here, and I guess I'd send you a CD. Is that how?
Remember that? Yes, you would do that, and then I would I don't know about CDs, but any way that you can do it. But that I'm just saying, maybe that's something we should do again.
Wow, well that's mighty nice of you. And Bill, it's amazing since I've been in that Nicky Hopkins movie, you know, the session then. At first I was getting quite a few emails from Europe and Japan, people saying, oh, it's great seeing you on the big screen and all of this, you know, and then it was premiered here in LA, San Francisco, and New York. Well, all of a sudden, within 3 weeks, recently, I got over 1,000 emails from people that saw it, but since they put it on Amazon Prime, it's like just jumped up a whole bunch more. I mean, I'm still trying to answer all the emails, Bill, because
That's awesome, though. That's good.
my fingers wear out, my eyes wear out, and I never had an upper back pain. And because I opened it up and saw my email, Facebook, and my regular email was just full, and I went, what the heck? And it was people from all over saying they're so happy it's on Amazon Prime because it's only $4.99
Yeah.
to watch it. And this one lady emailed me from Illinois and said, "Oh, Merle, it was really great, and we really liked it, and we were thinking we were going to have to take the kids and everybody to the theater, and when we priced it with popcorn and Cokes and going to the theater, it was going to be over $90, and we're so happy we watched it on our big screen TV for
Wow.
$4.99. So I couldn't believe it. That Amazon Prime, man, just kicked it into another place. It restarted it.
You know something? I just thought of an idea, and I don't know if this is even practical, but with all the fires that happen out there in the LA area, it would be good if you can reach out to some of your musician friends and maybe do like, and I don't know if you can, I don't know if you're able to, but do like a charity fundraising event with all the musicians.
We've already done that up here.
Really?
Yes. The bands that I knew, even the Sentinels, it was one of the first surf groups along with the Impacts up here. And we've done a fundraiser for them. With them, they did a concert in San Luis. And the radio station that I'm on here that's now, going worldwide online, we raised a bunch of money for the fires in Maui that wiped out Lahaina.
Yep.
There.
I remember.
So we've done that, and then, oh gosh, I've heard from so many people, and Colin Cameron's wife, Colin played on all of those songs with Gary Malabar in the 70s with me, Calling from a Star, Dharmic Connection, a whole bunch of them. His wife, they had a beautiful house in Malibu that I would stay at when I was recording down there, and then we'd drive into Hollywood to Joe Klein's studio, and I'd get to play in the ocean every morning before I went to the studio. And she said, oh, my cell phone started working. Me and the neighbor lady are evacuating now. Colin died of prostate cancer about 8 years ago now. And, oh, God, he played on everybody's records you can think of. Anyhow, because those guys were the cream of the crop studio players, she said, I'm up to the freeway, and I was thinking of driving up towards your area, and she said, but I can't. It's totally full of cars, and they're, like, stopped. And she said, then I was thinking of going south. I couldn't go there. Thought that was plugged, so she went all the way across the freeway and up to Palm Springs. And then that night, she texted me from her cell phone and said, well, we all lost our houses.
Wow.
And she's the one that, she was a hairdresser in Beverly Hills, and she did Linda Carter's hair, Wonder Woman. And she brought her, she's the one that brought her to the studio to meet me.
Wow. But thank God you were far north enough that you weren't affected by this. You told me that you could see the smoke, like in the distance.
Yeah, it was, we're 100 and, I don't know if it's 150, but the other sad thing is I got on a TV station I've been on for a few years in Santa Monica, and then I got on KTLA, which is right in the middle of LA, that went to millions of people with my Tiki Lounge show, and both of their equipment buildings
Wow.
So nobody down there even has cable TV in that area.
Wow. That's
But,
horrible.
Yeah, it's really sad. I just feel like I'm living in a sci-fi movie, you know. It's, every day it's something different.
Merle, I got a question for you. Has anybody approached you of doing a documentary of your life?
Well, Bill McEwen did a short one. It's a half an hour long, and that's running on Tiki Lounge right now, this week. Or actually, it's going to run the whole month. But that's funny. My drummer even said that. He said, "Oh, you ought to do a longer one." But Bill, you know, started in '62 with the Impacts, and then I had pictures in my scrapbook, and there wasn't any, you know, film back then. But he went through and then got up to Return to Moo, which was the album he produced, and he's passed away now. And he did a real nice job, and I have the rights to that, but I could keep going with it.
Let me ask you this question, because we've already discussed about me possibly going to California in the fall when you reopen the Tiki Lounge and you have artists performing with you. Do you have any vintage old videos of you and the band playing? And I'm talking Captain Beef, all that material that from the early days. Even is there anything out there from even the Impacts? You said that there's no video because it was not recorded back then with cameras. But is there anything? Because what I would love to do is sit down with you, take a tour.
A lot of photos.
Okay, I would.
And a big Jeff Grimes is a fairly well-known journalist, and he owns a record store down in Ventura, and he put out this book called Surf Addiction. And I was just showing it to somebody that was here the other day. He came with his photographer and a scanner. I've got like 10 scrapbooks of pictures, write-ups and stuff. And he went through and took all of these pictures, mainly to do with surf. And man, they came out so good. I hadn't looked at the book in a while, and I just pulled it out to show it to this other journalist that was here interviewing me the other day. And man, there's a lot of pictures that could be used, you know, in some kind of a documentary.
The reason I said is because if I go, I would love to do something for the station and put it up behind a paywall where you would definitely get a majority of the revenue from it. And I would love to sit down with you, interview you, and then, like the pictures you're talking about, we can reference them in conversation, and then in the edit, I can have those photos put up on the screen as we're talking about that time period, or whatever those photos occurred, and we can do that. And then we go more, you know, like go throughout your history. And of course, what you went through with the record label, with Wipeout, and the battles. Oh my God. And how
those rip-off producers.
Yep, and how long it took you to get ownership back, to retain the ownership back from that?
Yeah, because they didn't renew the copyright that they took out, and I told you the story how we didn't want to record the second version of Wipeout and all the songs they put on those compilations, so we got a contract, and they gave us the standard contracts, and we all signed it, and they gave us $1 each, the guys that wrote the songs, and I took it home and showed it to my dad, and he went, "You boys just signed your rights all the way."
That's unbelievable. Oh my God.
And we thought, oh, we finally got a contract. You know, we were 17, 18. We didn't know.
No.
And then they just took my second version of Wipeout and played it for the Safaris and a whole bunch of other bands that they got, you know, to record the songs.
And the rest is history.
And they screwed all of those guys too.
Wow.
Took all, didn't give them any royalties. you come out here and I could put you up and we could do an interview for my TV show and we could do an interview for the radio show.
Yeah,
too.
but this would be video because we have, we have that capability of doing a video paywall. But also, wouldn't it be sweet to have the ending you playing at the Tiki Lounge in your house with other artists, with other band members?
Well, it's on the stage in the backyard. When you see my backyard, it looks like Hawaii in the stage. In fact, people thought I was still hiding out in the jungle somewhere doing the show, and this big Hawaiian guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, Merle, were you filming that show out in the jungle by Lana?" And I said, "No, I do it in California." And he goes, "What? On the mainland?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're pushing my leg."
I can only imagine what your house looks like. It probably looks more like Hawaii than it does California for sure.
It does. When people walk through the front door, and they see how I have it decorated, I have bamboo trim done real nicely all over, and then there's the Tiki Lounge area where the bands record, and I have a table going to the back room, which is like a control room with a 24-track studio in it.
Nice.
And I've done, counting other bands and artists and people that I've recorded in the house over the 28 years since I bought the house, I've done 16 albums.
Wow.
In here, and now counting all these compilations, they just keep putting more out on me and reissues. I've got 136 releases out.
Wow. Are you creating any new material, Merle?
Well, I've written about 3 new songs, and I just go in the studio and turn on a track, because sometimes they come to me late at night or early in the morning when I wake up, and it's like I hear the music in my head and the words and everything, and I just come in here and sing it into a track so I don't forget it.
That's good that you're recording everything that comes to mind. That's the way it should be done.
And when I met John Lennon at Harry Nilsson's house, I think I told you that story, and Harry made me play for the whole party that was there, and I got a little nervous, but John called me over, to say how much he enjoyed it, and when we talked, he said that's the same way all of his songs came to him. He said, "I didn't write any of those songs in the Beatles." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, my muse gave them to me."
Wow. That's interesting. And also the inspiration you got from Malibu and everything else that was going on. Your music is, it's amazing because to me, it's a piece, it's a timepiece set in certain ways, like Man from Moo. It's incredible when you look at your discography of music and the historical value that it has to me.
Yeah, I thank God every day, and that Maui album.
Yep.
When I was meditating with the Tibetan monks on Maui, they had an ashram there. That's one of my most pure and spiritual recordings, and it's people almost every week. Somebody says, "Oh, do you have any more of that on vinyl?" There's such a big resurgence in vinyl, and they're reissuing a lot of my stuff in vinyl. The HMS Bounty album and the first Moo album just came out on a label in Spain, and they did such a high quality, immaculate reissue of it. The cover, Bill, the LP covers, they're not like American. They're different, stronger cardboard, and they're glossy, like a glossy picture.
Yeah, it looks impressive when you see it.
When they sent it to me in the mail, wonderful to have you out here and touch base, and you can see my whole archives. I'm in the studio right now making a copy of one of my Rockin' and Surfing. You know, I did 4 volumes of that.
Yeah.
They're in high demand because people kept wanting me to do surf music, and I've gone through several hundred of 4 volumes.
And you know what? I was worried about calling you this early, and here you are in the studio doing stuff already.
Yeah, I wake up at 5:30 or 6 and have my breakfast, take a shower, and then I've got orders like I'm making this one for a nice couple that I met. And I went to their church, and her brother is the pastor there, and I walked in, and all of these people are like, you know, going, oh my gosh, it's Merle Fankhauser. I feel, you know, like, wow.
I bet. I'll tell you one thing, what I'm looking forward to, if God willing I get there in the fall, I want to jam with you because, you know, I can play the drums. I would love to film me just jamming with Merle Fankhauser.
Well, I have a problem, Bill.
What's that?
I got osteoarthritis in my fingers now.
Wow.
And I went to the best surgeon in California, and after the x-rays and everything, it's grown into the bones.
Oh, no.
I can play slide, but I can't do any fingering.
Wow.
Yeah, it's depressed me, and people are praying for me that it'll come back, but they're like frozen. They're so stiff, I can't
Wow.
do anything.
What about your son? Does he still play with you?
No, he lives in Oregon now.
Wow.
He's the manager of the Medford, Oregon. God, I'm messing up here trying to record this. He's the maintenance manager for the city of Medford.
Okay.
And they go around to all of the city buildings and fix whatever it is, burn out lights in the library. And then he bought a laundromat, and his wife takes care of that. And he called me and said, Dad, I don't even have time to play anymore because when I'm not doing my 5-day-a-week job, I'm in the laundromat repairing washers and dryers.
He's busy. He's very busy. But let me ask you one last question before I let you go, because I know you're busy. Could you play a track that plays behind us and you just do slide? Is that something that you can do on the Tiki Lounge stage? Like play one of your songs?
I've done that.
Okay, good.
I don't let people know that I have this affliction now.
Yeah.
And I can actually move my fingers enough to fake it. So we've done a few lip sync tracks where I played on it here on the stage.
Right.
And you can't tell. It
Right.
looks like I'm playing.
Okay.
You know?
Well, we'll work something out. We'll figure something out. Well, listen,
Thank you so much for calling, Bill.
love you, and you have a great day, and I will be in touch. And, Mom, this is Merle Fankhauser. He wrote the song Wipeout.
Yeah.
Now, I may be going, he invited me to his home in California in the fall to do a documentary for the station, like, and about his life.
Oh, wow.
So, and he's a pioneer. This man is a legend in the surfer. I'm just telling you, Mom, he is a legend, a pioneer in this. So, before everybody else, it's Merle Fankhauser, the Impacts. I mean, it was him. Really, Merle, it was you. Really, you're one of the pioneers of surfer music. You are.
Well, yeah, that's what they all say, that, because we were on the cutting edge of this.
Yes.
Because I was surfing here in Pismo Beach, and I started writing all these instrumental songs because I liked the Ventures, and I got to meet them and everything. So I just started writing these instrumental songs, and and these guys heard me, the two crooked producers, and
Yeah.
were doing this to young bands everywhere, and took us down to L.A. In an afternoon. We recorded a whole album because we've been playing them here live at the Rose Garden Ballroom, where we had the regular gig every
Yeah,
week.
that's horrible. Did you ever? And one more question. I know I'm keeping you. Did you ever meet the Beach Boys and what they thought of you? Because of course they had to have.
Oh yeah, the impacts opened up for them at the Hollywood Bowl. Have you ever seen the interview with me and Mike Love? It's on YouTube.
Is it on your channel?
It's on YouTube.
But is it on your Tiki Lounge channel?
It's not on my Tiki Lounge
Okay.
channel. My Tiki Lounge plays a different
Okay.
show every month.
Okay.
But you go to YouTube and type in Merle Fankhauser, Mike Love interview, and it'll come up. But he's kind of egotistical in there. He's trying to say the Beach Boys were better than the Beatles. Something like, forget about the Beatles. They're not even around anymore. Boy, he got some flack for that.
I bet he did. Oh boy, you don't mess with the Beatles. I don't care. No. Well, listen, love you. I'll talk to you soon. I'll keep in touch, but also keep that in mind. Maybe we do something in the future.
We'll do it.
All right. Well, listen, love to you. God bless. And we'll talk soon. And you have a great time in that studio right now and get that done. All right, Merle. You have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Wow. Mom gave me a face when I said I'm going to California. She's like, no, you're not. I could tell by the look. I got to do that. I have to meet the man. He invited me to his home. I want to do a documentary on his life. And it'll be for the station. And I want to do it right. Like I said, I want to go to the beginning. I'm going to sit down and do an interview with him and talk about how it started, what inspired him. Obviously, he lived right near the beach. He was a surfer person, inspired by the other artists of the time, and then show photos. He said he's got tons of photos. Well, let's see them. Let's talk about that time period. Put up the photos on the screen. Oh, you got the link? Cool. Thank you, Pig Pug. I'm going to go to it now. If my mouse doesn't want to work. I'm having a problem. I'm going to have to get a new mouse. This one's acting up. I have to unplug it and plug it back in. I got a meeting in less than an hour. Power and Perform. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. It's on his channel. It's Man from Moo. I'm subscribed to that. Thank you, Pig Pug. At least now, I'm going to play it.
Thanks for coming on the show today, Mike.
Wow.
Well, thank you for
Look at
coming to
him.
my house.
Yeah.
That's his house. That's
yeah,
Merle's
it's
house.
real relaxed here. It kind of
It's
reminds
great.
me of Maui a little bit.
It's smack.
That's Merle. Oh, you like the models, Jade? I just built the Death Star. I got finished last night. But those models are coming together. And this thing went off. It's time. Where's the button? I put a weapon coming out the Death Star to out of a Christmas ornament. I painted it blue. I smudged gold till I draw continents. I sprayed white on the bottom and the top to make the polar caps. I went crazy with that. And I still have one more model to do for here. And it's going to be a big one, 21 inches. It's going to be the next generation Enterprise. That's why that shelf is empty on over here. It's somewhere near me. Oh, it's right here. This is the next one. I have another shelf going over there soon. It's there. But this is the next one. Next generation. That's going to be lit up over here. Probably get started today. But if you want to really look at this blown up, it's amazing. It really is looking super cool. Let me put this light on. Okay. It's because you could see the Klingon ship better. But up here, that Enterprise came out so beautiful. The Strange New Worlds one on the left. The camera does not do it any justice. Then there's Battle of the Planets, the Reliant, the Battle Cruiser Klingon, the Battlestar Galactica Viper, the Millennium Falcon. Do the NX-01 Enterprise. Don't get me started, Pig Pug. There's the Millennium. That is Excelsior. The Star Destroyer. Then you've got the Death Star, an X-Wing, a TIE Fighter, and the Anakin behind the planet Earth. And the weapon firing from the battery's dying. Yeah, the battery's dying. It's got to put new batteries already. I put that thing like it's zapping the Earth, but I made that out of a Christmas ornament. See how I sprayed it? White polar caps. You can't see the gold. But I made that. I didn't know that. John Wayne was in the first Star Wars movie. Is that true? Now, which one are you talking about? NX. I'm going to have to look that up. Amazon. NX. I don't know which one that is. 01 Enterprise Model Kit. Oh, but that looks like the one from the Enterprise show. The first one. Well, with Scott Bakula? Is that it? That's what it looks like. That's the first one in the 1970s. But wait a minute. That looks kind of small. Let me see. It's AMT. Oh, God. AMT. Oh. I don't like the AMT models. What's the size on this? There has to be a better version. It's small, 9 inches. I'm not going for that. Too small. Shit. See if you find out. Well, you don't have to go to that. I'm not finding it. It's the one I found was tiny. You're right though. I would need that Enterprise. That would be like the icing because I've got almost every other one here. Let me try to find that on another site. Amazon doesn't have a good one. You're right though. Polar Lights has it. But is it the AM? It's Polar Lights. As long as it's not AMT, it's the same one. It's tiny. Wow. Wow. They're expensive. I wonder why that one's so much more money. $239. It doesn't have the size. It's a 1 to 1,000 scale. That's small. Yeah. Would you got the 1 to 350? Show me the 1 to 350. Put the link for the 1 to 350. Send me the link, Pigpug. Because all I'm seeing is the 1000s on eBay. I should put that in the search engine. $200 on eBay. Damn. They want a fortune on eBay. I see it. I see it on eBay. They don't have the 350 on eBay. I mean on Amazon. They got the Aztec pattern. I'm trying now. Hobby Inc. might have it. Which one is this? Not available for purchase, discontinued. Fuck. Out of stock. Tell me the site you found it on. Just tell me the site. Type in the site you found it on. I can't find it anywhere. I gotta get off in 10 minutes. I got a meeting. I can only find 350 scale. I mean the 1000. And I'm not going to spend 150 on it on eBay or 200. That's insane. Because that's what they want. Item is discontinued. Oh, it is. It's eBay. It's the only place. They're very pricey. I'm not spending that kind of money on a model. Yeah, I know. I saw that on eBay. Yeah, that's the cheapest one, the 150 that I seen. Plus 20 shipping. That's a lot of money for that model. And the model's only 13 inches long. It's a shame. But it's no big deal. I should go to Polo Lights. They're not going to have it. And when it took me to Amazon. They didn't no found. No found. The 1000's too small. Let me see this one. Oh my God. Part by part. Are they nuts? They want 195 on eBay for an 850 scale. They're crazy. Seriously, crazy. 200. Nope. Ain't happening. That really stinks. This one's too tiny. It's 9.25 inches. That's small. That's like this. Well, we're gonna have to bypass that enterprise. It's a shame. Every listing is eBay. Every listing. That is sick.
I'm bored.
I can tell. You keep coming here.
Don't forget you.
You're gonna really force me to do it, right?
And you don't even give it to me. I mean, really? I'm listening to my Temptations. Ah, Chubby Checker. That was my music. You got some music on?
No, that's you.
No.
It's not me.
Over there, but over here, I hear like a radio here or something, TV or...
Mom, there's no music here.
Acá, dame un cigarrillo, no joda más. Jode.
That is so terrible.
It's cold in here.
I let my fire go out. It's still barely on. I don't think it's gonna relight.
So what happened to the big fireplace?
I have a heater over there. We don't need a fireplace on over there.
Oh, that's what you got in there. Be careful with that heater.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy to try to find it. To be honest, I've been looking and looking. Well, I still have to do this one. What happened?
I got a little bit dizzy. You're still doing this building?
Doing what?
The thing that you were doing?
Models?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
This one's one, huh?
That's already done. It's behind me.
Oh, be careful, because you're not tight. You'll grab this one with it. I think I'm gonna watch TV.
Go ahead. I'll bring that to you in a second because I got a meeting in a few minutes. What?
Olvídate del cigarrillo.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just gonna shut up. Te pongo un poquito. No muy bien. But I love this music though.
I'll tell you one thing. It's a collectible if you do it right, but Well, you know what? I'm not going to go crazy because I will. So we're just going to give up on that one. We'll just pass on it. I'm running out of room here anyway. Obviously. And I have a Romulan vessel coming Friday. That's going to hang from the ceiling. The Romulan will. Maybe not. I might try to fit it right there. So there's a Romulan vessel coming too, and I still got this Next Generation to put up there. But let me tell you, the Enterprise Strange New Worlds is beautiful. It's my, I hate to say it, but it's like my favorite out of those. Let me see if I have the picture. Yeah. No, that's not it. That's the other Enterprise. I deleted so many files. Let me see. Yo tengo hambre. The Voyager came out nice too. Here it is. Look how nice this one came out. I mean, it's stunning. Look how beautiful the Strange New Worlds Enterprise came out. That just looks beautiful. Look at that. That looks amazing. That really came out nice. But the Star Destroyer, they all look nice. I can't say that because they all have their own uniqueness of beauty. They do. Where is it? Even the Bird of Prey is nice. But this is the photo. This one. It's silly how beautiful this one came out. This one came out gorgeous. Look at that. That is gorgeous. You just can't appreciate it on camera. But look how beautiful that looks. It's stunning. That took a lot of work. But a lot of drilled holes there. Last night I was drilling this live on a stream. There's 300 holes in this Death Star. At least. It's not a joke. I had to drill that to give it that look. That was not easy. And putting the two halves together was not easy either, the way it connected. It was horrific. It was not easy. And even putting this weapon, which is dying, So I got to put new batteries. Just even putting that out of the model, like it's hitting the planet. That was tricky. So all that takes time, takes a little skill. And you have to think about how you're going to approach to do something like that. And because it's not made for lights. A lot of these models are not made for lights. Matter of fact, very few of them are. The Millennium, yes. The back only. The Strange New Worlds Enterprise, yes. The others? Oh, and this one, Battle of the Planets, semi was. That wasn't. A lot of them aren't. I drill, I wire, I figure out a way. And it works. The Viper, that was not a light model. I created that. So it takes some skill just to figure out how you're going to wire everything. To be honest. Anyway, I got to get off. I got a meeting. And I got to eat lunch. Or breakfast. Or both. So, hopefully I'll be back later. I'm off this afternoon, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, Pig Pug, Jade, Nick, anybody else who may be watching, be well, be blessed, be safe. See everybody later on this afternoon. Till then,